Hello, family and friends. Hola, amigos y familia. Welcome back to another video. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm trying to finish my homemade coffee, macchiato. It was cold. Now it's not cold anymore because I take forever in drinking my coffee, and that's something that my husband and I have a little thing with that because he likes to drink everything. So if my coffee is sitting there for too long, he'll just drink it. But we have a rule now, he cannot unless I give him permission. So I'm still drinking it. But anyways, let's jump right into this video. And maybe another video I can show you how I make my macchiatos, because I learned how to make macchiatos at home. This pandemic, let me tell you, I've learned many skills that I never thought I had. So moving forward for another video. And oh, I apologize. So I said my next video I was gonna have my nails done. No, I don't, because I haven't had time, but maybe in the next one. I still have the same color. It's horrible. But anyways, I have something cool that I bought, and I really want to sit down and just like do my nails. So I'll maybe try to do that next time. But for now, again, let's jump into this video. It's been like a minute and I'm just talking nonsense. This video, again, I'm focusing in different areas that I've grown as a person since this COVID affected us. And again, I have a list of things, and I don't want to say ideas, because ideas, like, you come up with something and you want to do something with it. It's not an idea. I think I have a list of events, experiences, and things that I feel like I can talk about, and just putting the message out there on how this pandemic has affected us and how we've maybe moved past certain things or grown from it, or whatever the case may be. We have to see the good in everything. I'm not saying that this is the best experience ever. Never in a million years, and I know many of us feel the same way. Never in a million years that I think I will experience, or that we will experience something like this. We were not prepared. We were not prepared. And a lot of people to this day are not. They're not understanding, like, people are dying. And I say that, and, you know, at some point I was angry about the whole situation. I am learning to just let that go, because anger, it's not going to get me anything back. If anything, it just takes emotions from me for the day, and that's not fair either. Again, I don't want to be angry all the time, and I talked about that in my other video. I don't want to be angry. I want to be happy. I want to be able to just move forward and learn something from it. But let me tell you why I felt angry, and you don't have to agree with this, but you know, when they say wear your masks, wear your mask. Do yourself the favor. It's going to protect you, but most importantly, it's also going to protect other people. And, you know, and I'll touch this briefly. My husband got sick at work, and we know for timelines and everything, because again, if you go to my other video, I talk about how all the precautions that we were taking since this pandemic took place, and not once did anybody feel ill in my household. And the moment my husband returned to work, June 1st, June 14th, he was sick. 2 weeks from being exposed at work with other workers. And I was angry because after, you know, we figured out that it was from work, and there's other reasons how we figured out, and emails that were being sent out of work. There was somebody else that had tested positive, and they were recommending for everybody that had contact with that person to isolate. Well, it was too late because my husband was hella sick. And I hope I can use that word and they don't delete this video, but, you know, he was very sick. And, you know, I was like, what the heck? Wait a minute. What happened at work? How did you get sick? And, you know, as much as, you know, the people are protecting themselves, at some point, something's going to happen. They're going to get sick. But the fact that people are being asked to go back to work, employers are like, you need to come back to work. I get it. We need to go back to work. I mean, yes. But then you're not mandating or implementing any safety guidelines in your workspace. And you're allowing people to decide if they want to wear a mask or not. Ooh, no. I'm working on my anger. But when I found that out, that at my husband's job, it was not required to wear a mask. I mean, they provided stuff. They were like, hey, it's over there. If you need a hand sanitizer, whatever you need, go for it. Get it. If you need it. How do you know who needs it? How do you know the people that came back to work June 1st, how many of those were infected? We didn't even know. And guess what? They started spreading the virus. That's how my husband got sick, because he was wearing a mask every day at work. Oh, he was. Because he wanted to protect himself, but most importantly, others. When you wear a mask, you're protecting others. So the ones that didn't and were sick got him sick. And that's when I was angry. Because I'm like, how? Why are we not protecting our people? Why are you asking us to go back to work, but you don't have guidelines or anything that will protect the person? And guess what? For all those people that got sick, they were off work for 2 weeks or more. So was it even worth it? Did you have a plan in place? Was it worth it to bring employees back and then lose them again for 2 weeks because they got sick? And now you're implementing, oh, now that we have a lot of people sick, let's implement safety guidelines, like after the fact. By this time, you've already affected the person, you've already affected the family, you've exposed and jeopardized other people, because we were in jeopardy too. And it's too late now, and again, those were feelings that I was dealing with, and I felt very angry. So going back to what I said on my first video, when I made that social media quick video that I wanted to express my feelings, it was going to be about how angry I was at work and they're not enforcing masks. But then when I started speaking in camera, something else came out of it, and I let it be, because I think those were the true emotions that I had. Although I was angry, the emotions of me feeling sad and devastated and wanting, my husband to be better, just jumped over any negative thing that I had at that time. I mean, yes, feeling sad, but I mean negative in terms of like all that anger was just kind of like pushed to the side, was like, no, you're feeling, this sense of you want your husband to feel better, you're feeling bad. And that's what the message came about. So anyways, and I hope I don't lose track of this video. I seriously was like, this is what I'm going to talk about today. And look at me, just going off tangent. But I guess that's the beauty of it. So please, if you're like, what the heck is she talking about? You want to move on, that's fine. But, again, just the experiences that we've had with COVID, what have we learned? That's what I wanted to talk about. What have we learned, or how I am implementing this and making myself better, a better person. I've been thinking a lot about things in my life, my experiences, my career that I love, and maybe in another video I'll talk about it and share that, because I love what I do, and I always talk about, very passionate about my job. Yes, there's hard times, and maybe I'm complaining about the workload like we always do, but overall my job is very rewarding and I love it, and that's maybe something for another video. But I've been thinking a lot lately, before pandemic, pre-pandemic, of things of my life and how do I want to make changes, and how do I want to live the rest of my life, because life is so short. And then pandemic comes and I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Life is even shorter now, and then my household gets affected by it, and we're just going bananas in the head. And I was just like, forget it. I throw in the towel. If I'm going to die today and get it, then that's it. And thank God again that didn't happen, but that things didn't get worse. And let me tell you, I know a lot of people and family members too who have actually been hospitalized because of this. So we're still being affected. But how do I move forward and decide like what changes I'm making? One of the changes, and I don't want to talk about all of that in one video, just in this quick video, quick, I call it quick, anywhere 20 minutes and below is quick. Just being afraid of taking a step to doing something different. And after pandemic and everything I've been through in my house, I feel like that was like an eye-opener in a way of like not being afraid. I'm always afraid of the unknown. Like, oh, if I do this, what's gonna happen on the other side? Like, I don't know. I need certainty. And a lot of the times that's not how life works. There's no certainty. So I'm going through this experience and I'm like, oh God, I don't know what's gonna happen. And thank God we came out of it, on the other side, good. If you want to say, I can't think of another better word right now at this moment to say that, but I'm thinking, like, if I was ever afraid before to do something, like, I feel like I'm not as afraid anymore. I don't know if that makes sense. It's so weird. It's just strangest things that have been happening in my little heart and my mind and my soul. But even something so simple like recording videos, I would be scared to record a video. I mean, if you're like in Snapchat and your friends and family and you're having fun and whatever, but if you're gonna sit in front of the camera and talk to people and just ramble about your life and your feelings, and that is very scary. But guess what? I don't feel afraid anymore because there's nothing to be afraid of. If you're being positive, if you're sending good vibes and being a positive person and wanting others to connect and relate and be able to say like, hey, I feel the same way, or whatever the case may be, what is it afraid? What are we afraid of? So I'm gonna say something. When I did the other video, super nervous. I looked a lot about, I replayed the video many times. I wanted to see how the hair looked and this and that. And hey, I'm no makeup artist. I'm not a hairdresser. I'm just, again, a simple person. I didn't like the way that my face looked. And I'm going to do another video on that because there's a reason why my face maybe not look super symmetrical. I did experience Bell palsy a few years ago, and I feel like my face never fully recovered. I mean, I recovered, I want to say more than 90%, but when you see yourself in camera, you do see the defects or whatever the case may be. And not to mention that I don't do very good makeup. Look at this eyebrow, whatever. That's another video that I'll talk about, and the feelings and everything I went through when I went through that Bell palsy stuff. It's just getting afraid again, being back on camera. What is people gonna say? Are they gonna judge me about how I look? And you know what? I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not gonna say, oh, it was all COVID and made you like that. No, I think it's just the experience of the fear, the unknown, how we were gonna come out of it, what was gonna be like, how were people gonna not see us, but think of my family, because a lot of people were concerned, and others were like, what, your husband got COVID? Like, they were just like they couldn't believe it, especially because they knew all the precautions that we were taking. They're like, Sherry was the first one that was like, if I don't have to go to work for another month until we figure pandemic and we keep our family safe, I will do that. And at the end of the day, I still got affected by it. That was like a punch in the face to me. That was like a punch in the gut. Sorry for all you did and for trying to protect yourself and others. You're still going to get affected by COVID. So for me, again, that was devastating. How do I move past that? So, thank God, whether it was faith, whether it was my husband's immune system was able to bounce right back, or one of those people that, can recover faster, whatever the case may be, we are slowly moving past that. We're still affected by it. We want to just fully be, fully recovered and move past it. But we were able to surpass that. If it wouldn't have been worse and something, God forbid, would have happened to my husband, I don't know. I don't know where I will be right now. I really don't know. I would have been an emotional total wreck. Sherry would have been completely lost. Like, lost. So, when I'm going through all these emotions and thinking of things and how we've been able to move past it, moving forward, it's kind of like an eye-opener. Something that says, life is short. Ooh, life is short. Anything can happen in a blink of an eye. And if something happens, will you go back and think to yourself, I've done everything I can in life? Did I came here and do everything with a purpose? Was I afraid to, I don't know, move states? I don't know. Was I afraid to move jobs? Was I afraid to, whatever the case may be? It has made me think, like, am I afraid? I've been thinking about doing videos and vlogs for quite some time now, and I just didn't know how to start, what to do, what I'm interested. If do I have to make a video that everybody's gonna like and blah blah. I'm thinking that stuff, and you know, part of it is that, but right now I'm like, no, I'm not gonna leave this earth without putting myself out there, without doing what I like. There's something, and maybe it has to do with the background of what I study, and that can be another video. But that I like to talk about things and life experiences and how to move past it, and how to I keep looking up because of the time. I'm like, let's keep it 20 minutes or less, because if not, these people are not gonna watch this video. But I've been thinking, you know, what kind of videos do I want to make? And after this whole thing that happened, I decided that, you know what, if I need to get in camera and talk about my life experiences and how I moved past it and what I learned from it, and, you know, if that's what I want to talk about, I should be able to talk about it and get in the camera, even with my Bell palsy recovery, whatever face that doesn't look symmetrical. Like, I should be able to do that and not be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid. Nothing anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. I really, maybe I'm afraid of spiders. I can never get over that fear. That's horrible. That was a horrible joke, you guys. But I mean, I am afraid of spiders. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, I'm not afraid to just kind of put myself out there, make videos where I will maybe talk about something that I'm going through, and trying again to connect with other people that are maybe experiencing the same thing. And again, if you want to comment below and tell me your experiences of maybe how COVID has changed you, or this pandemic, or anything pre-COVID, I think just a lot of, probably some of my videos are going to be a little bit evolved around COVID, because that's what we're experiencing now. So that's more relatable to us, to what I'm going through right now. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to go back and talk about other things in my life that has shaped the person that I am today, and the way that I think, and how I want to put messages out there to maybe connect again with others who are experiencing the same thing, and maybe need that comfort, or want to talk about something, but they're afraid to say it in front of their family or other people because of the bias. Again, here rambling about my life experiences, how COVID has changed me. It has changed me a lot in different ways. I mean, in 2 videos, I can't talk about a lot of the things I want to talk about, and I'm rocking now because I'm sitting on my rocking chair. This is ridiculous, guys. You know, when I started these videos, I was not thinking where I was going to record. I want to maybe set up a little corner where I can record some normal looking, good lighting videos. And talking about lighting, I just realized that my lighting that my phone is sitting on right now, I didn't turn it on, but it's too late to turn it on because I've already recorded this 20-minute video. Anyways, again, so I'm here sharing my story, and how in this video, how the COVID changed me, and definitely changed my fears. I'm not afraid anymore of things. I know this could have gone really, really bad in the wrong direction, and I do know people that have been affected tremendously by this. And even though I have been emotionally, psychologically, my husband was physically affected by it. We're trying to move past it. We're trying to see the light, the end of the tunnel, what life was teaching us with this. And I know one thing is they taught us, like, you can never be too safe. That's the teaching of this. You can never be too safe. My husband did everything he could in his power to protect himself, and he still got affected. Why? Because other people did not follow guidelines, did not wear their masks, and affected him. So you can see the effect that other people have. So please, please stay safe. Protect yourselves. Wear a mask for a few hours at work. I have been wearing a mask for 3 weeks now in my house, all day long, from waking up to going to sleep. Because we're trying to continue to protect ourselves. Because we want my husband to be 100% so that we can move forward with our lives and be normal. And that's happening in my household. Because somebody else outside of the house didn't want to wear a mask. So that was my message, that please stay safe, protect others, protect yourselves. I will come back for another video. I just feel like I have so much that I want to talk about. And you know, I found a little corner space in my room with a rocking chair that I'm sitting on and doing these videos. Maybe I'll change the setting next time, but that's not a problem right now. I am mad I didn't turn on my ring light, let me tell you, but that's okay. Anyways, have a very, very blessed day. Thank you for connecting with this video. If you feel like you learned something, you connected, or you want to just type something there and want me to respond to it, I mean, I am here and I would do that. So thank you for letting me just vent. I want to continue to grow from this, and as I grow and I'm learning things, I want to share it on video, I want to share it on camera, I want to share it with people in the world. And again, I'm not afraid anymore. So thank you for the support, appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Bye.